Hey guys, how's it going? Random Andrew here. Welcome to another random vlog. As you guys know, I've been working on an RC dyno, two-wheel drive dyno for measuring the power, output, speed, potential of an RC car. Now, I'm not the first one to have built it, but this is the first one I've built. This is the first time I've learned anything about dynos in general, other than knowing what they are used for and seeing them used in various videos, of course. Cletus McFarlane, they've got their own dyno in the shop, you see them using it, and the benefits of using it. That's kind of what we're aiming for. Well, that's what I'm aiming for with this dyno I've built here. So if you're a regular fan of the channel, you already have seen the dyno. Now, time to show you some of how the software works. Gotta keep in mind though, that this is not anywhere near finished. I'm still in the setting up phases, but I've got a little something to show you. We're gonna do a power run with it. I'll show you how it's set up momentarily here. On 2S, we'll do a power run, and then we'll compare that with a 3S. So hopefully this goes over well. So first we'll go over what the car is. This is Megas. He's built from a two-wheel drive Rustler. I guess you have to say that now because there is a four-wheel drive Rustler on the market. And here's the dyno. You can see the magnet that I'm using for the sensor there. And then you can see the other part of the sensor being the headphone, and it's being used as a line-in or a microphone to be able to detect a blip every time that that magnet passes it. It's essentially how it works after entering all the information into here. So let me finish setting up this camera. I'll set the car on the dyno and we'll get at her. Well, I thought before we jump into the action I should actually explain the software to you guys, hence why I've come back in time to re-record this segment. Don't ask. By the way, that's a lovely Dalewood, and the old Dalewood bridge that's gone, that's in the background. Local thing. So the program we're going to be using, it's called Simple Dyno 6.5.1. It's the latest release package, and upon clicking on it, and yes, it is a small program, it's only about 10 megabytes, doesn't take any resources to run, so the cheapest laptop could actually run this thing. So upon double clicking, this is what we see. So yes, there's a lot of information to go over, and like I probably said before, as I figure it out, I'll explain to you guys. There will be more than just this one. This is why this is the dyno video number 1. When we start out looking at this, well, I guess the easiest way to show you is just to show you. We'll click on this button here, start with the very first. Where do you start with any of this stuff, right? So let's go right here, click on dyno, and this is what we get. This is where you enter in your non-critical parameters, so if you really have all the information and you want to add it in, this is where the non-critical parameters go. Fortunately, you don't have to enter that in, but this you do. And as you click on each different field, you see how the information changes. Everything down here changes as well. That's because they're giving you pretty detailed instruction of what each parameter is used for and why it's critical, and of course up here why it would be non-critical. So we'll close that so I don't accidentally change something important. And back to this screen, the COM button. What this gives you is access if you have the Arduino board that you can order. It's a pre-programmed board that you can hook up through the speed controller, and it records various informations like your volts, your amps, of course wattage, the multiplication of the two. Anyways, and you can cross-reference those applied with any point during the dyno run and see exactly what the car is doing. Helps a lot with tweaking and setting it up the exact way you're going to need it, or it might give you information on how to get more power, which is always great. But we don't have a COM, so we're not doing that. Reset button, pretty self-explanatory. Analysis, this gives you a graph that I haven't figured out 100% yet, so we're not getting into that today. This log raw button, what I'm pretty sure it does, it opens up, starts the software being active, so it actually starts recording, but not in just a simple one run shot. It'll do it until you stop it. I might be wrong, but we'll get to that at a later date. The power run is what you're going to see here today. We'll show you what happens when you hit the power run button in a couple minutes. So just bear with me. We are going to do a dyno run, and it involves this and then this, clicking the start button. I want to show you guys two more things real quick before we jump into that dyno run. This is the graph setup for the active information. I'm not sure that's actually what it's called, but that's what we're going to call it for now. This is your on-screen information, what you see before the end graph pops up. Anyways, let me just show you. Alright, now normally I wouldn't have it open to this size. This is like almost a full screen, but I want it large enough so you guys can get an idea. Here's your parameters along the Y column, and then time is your X. What you're going to do with this one here is when you right click, it gives you a whole list of options of things you can use, from RPM roller, RPM wheel, RPM motor, channel frequency, pulse width, important things like speed, roller torque, wheel torque, motor torque, power, drag, voltage, current, watts, efficiency, temps, and then you can change the configuration of it all. So let's see, we'll put speed as this column, actual in kilometer an hour. So I just changed this up here, you see that? Okay, now there's no way we're doing 1,000 kilometer an hour. That would be like, we wouldn't even barely show up on that graph. So when you go down to the Y range, minimum, maximum, so the box is empty. So as you click on that, so I don't think my car is going to go any faster than 100 on these runs, so we'll make it 100. This will make it so you can actually see it. It's pretty neat, eh? Alright, now for the gauges. Okay, I've opened up 3 gauges so you guys can see them. Again, you right click it, you can change what parameter you want set up. So for this one, we'll put it at power, actual power, so you can measure it in watts, kilowatts, or horsepower. And again, you see this, how it says 1,000 horsepower. I'll go down to range, set the maximum to, well, I don't think my car is going to have any more than 10 horsepower. So just, there you go. See, that's at 10. And now you should be able to see that move, and you can actually set it so it'll hit the maximum and stay there, or you'll see it active throughout the run. That's why I called it active information. So what else could we set up there? Well, I think you'd be measuring torque. Let's put it at wheel torque, actual wheel torque. Actually, no, we'll go maximum and set it to foot-pounds. So you guys kind of get the idea of how you use the gauges. I'm going to go ahead and set this up for a run, and then we'll do a power run. Okay, Megas is on the dyno. If you look right here, this will be where my sensor reading is coming across. This is going to give us our speed over time. The power, I haven't really gotten this set up 100% to show the range of the power, because, gotta admit, we're not putting out a lot of horsepower by these digits. Same with the torque. I don't expect to see anything in the torque, but we'll give it a 2S power run here. I just gotta fire up the car. Gotta make sure it's all aligned, right? Okay. So you can tell it's definitely picking up the sensor right here. You can see all our options down here, and mind you, I've used this program less than 10 times, so I'm still figuring it out. But we're setting up for power run. We'll go test, save it there, and now it's ready to go. All I gotta do is hit start and we're underway. Ready? Let's do it. Set it up to speed a little, and then we'll pull the trigger. And there's our output graph, just like so. Let me adjust the camera a tiny little bit. There you go. Now we'll do this one more time, as closer to a full pull from a dead stop. Alright, power run. We'll call it test 2. And here we go. And you can see the output graph is kind of showing us a little bit of instability near the top end here. But this is all more things to be figured out. This green line is your raw data line. The red one is your FIT. Still got to figure out what that is. So like if you're familiar with this program or dyno programs in general, I am looking for some input to help improve my understanding and be able to utilize the program even better. So that was the 2S run. I'm going to switch over to a 3S battery, and then we'll do us a 3S run. Okay, the 3S is in, and I noticed, look at that, we almost hit 3 pounds of torque. 3 whole foot-pounds of torque. Okay. Oh, Mega, sit where you're supposed to. Alright, you ready? We're just going to do a little quick test pull here. And the dyno's moving. Okay, we'll try that again. Okay, well I have never tested it with a 3S, so that was unexpected for it to shoot up that high. Let's try it in a power run. Ready? We'll do power run. We'll just call it 3S. Okay guys, hold on to your seats. Wow, that's a much different curve. You see, it is different. It's a lot different than measuring the 2S output. I'm not sure the camera's showing the whole width. Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll do one more. That was like a gradual trigger pull, so we'll do another quick 3S power run here. Call 3S2. Alright, ready? Almost a pull from a dead stop. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And yet again, another different power curve altogether. You could see in the top end, it's really getting unstable there. But this is giving us some data to work with. So yeah, there's still quite a bit to be figured out about that software, but you know, I'm pretty confident that I'm on the right track for setting it up and getting some actual numbers. I mean, with the 2S, I know that car's not going to go any faster than 50 mile an hour at best, maybe only 50 kilometer an hour, but I'm on the right track. You know, at least it's sensing the data and it's starting to actually record some data and show the power curve and everything properly on a power run. And to me, that's cool. I really like that. It's going to be a really handy mode of data acquisition, gaining numbers and figuring more things out, and coming at it with another approach. What for? Just for something to do, because to me that kind of stuff's fun. Anyways, there will be an all-wheel drive dyno on its way. Not on its way, I mean, it's up here right now, and then I have to get the resources and make it real. We do have a few all-wheel drive cars in the group and around. I've got the Stampede, Chewy's got Odie, so there's a good call for it, you know. I still, though, would really appreciate any information, any input, but I just don't want sarcastic opinion, okay? If you have an actual knowledge-based opinion of how these dynos work, please get a hold of me. I really do need some help with some input. Lastly, don't mind the hair, it's late. Just to get that last segment that I added in explaining what all the columns and categories were, it's now almost 1 o'clock in the morning, but I had to get this done for you guys. To me, it's exciting stuff, and I know if you're into the speed runs or the faster RC cars, this might just fascinate you as well. So again, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your support. We are approaching 500 subscribers. So if you're not yet subscribed, do me a world of favor, hit that subscribe button. It's not been easy to get to 500 subs, and we have to double that still, at least. So we got our work cut out for us. Thanks for watching, guys. Think positive, stay positive, keep a smile on your face, and we'll see you again real soon for another dyno run or something else completely random. Good night. Vlog over.